Hey guys, Slumfer92 here again today with episode number 7 of Road to a Million Coins. First of all, you can probably already hear that my voice is a little bit shaky and nasally as well. And that is because I'm pretty ill at the moment, so first of all, my apologies for that, but I hope the sound quality still is okay. I need to talk a little bit more quietly now because otherwise I need to cough instantly when I talk. Anyways, I still hope you enjoyed this episode. Before I get started with a couple of topics I want to talk about in this episode, just a quick question to you guys. I've got a squad builder coming up either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, so on Thursday or on Friday, and it's going to be a pretty cool and expensive team as well. What I need you guys to put down in the comment section below or on my Facebook page, the link to that will be in the description below as usual. It's actually if you'd rather like to see just the goals I scored with this team or a kind of Gold Cup walkthrough, because I won the Gold Cup twice with this team in a row. So please let me know down in the comment section below or on my Facebook page as I just said. Anyways, now moving on to the topics I want to talk about in this episode. By the way, of course, as usual, you can see the trading in the background. I think I started off with around 514,000 coins at the beginning of this episode. And then at the end, you will, of course, see the profit I was able to make with the informed players. I trade just as usual with a technique you probably all know by now. So the first topic I actually wanted to talk about in this video, or you guys asked me to talk about, is the first touch control on FIFA. And that was kind of one of the new things that they implemented from FIFA 12 to FIFA 13. And I was pretty glad when I heard that, because it is a very crucial and important factor in real life. It makes the game, or at least it should make the game more realistic. If you look at players like Xavi or Iniesta, they are, in my opinion, the prime examples, at least concerning midfielders in real life. First touch is very important, and so I think it should be implemented more in FIFA. However, in Ultimate Team, as pace is so over-dominant in this game mode, I think players aren't punished enough when they just hold down the sprint button. I think it still works pretty well for them with all the players above 90 pace or even above 85 pace. It just doesn't seem to make any difference whatsoever what their first touch is, and that is kind of disappointing in my opinion, and I think they should implement that even more coming up with FIFA 14. And the next topic you guys wanted me to talk about is actually my grades. And that's kind of a weird question because I'm out of school for almost 2 years by now, so I can actually just talk about my school grades, and I actually don't know what kind of grades exist in other countries, like for example in England and of course America. I think it maybe goes from A to F in your countries. I'm not so sure. Anyways, in Germany it goes from 1 to 6, with 1 of course being the best and 6 being the worst. And I think I had pretty good grades overall, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I went to the highest kind of school you can go to in Germany, which is of course the Gymnasium. The German people who are listening to this will of course know that. And the highest degree you can get, I got it with a 2.0 or a kind of straight B. I guess you could translate that to other countries. I don't know exactly what your highest degrees are, and I don't really know that. It's been a couple of years since we actually studied that in school, so I kind of have forgotten about that. But anyways, I think my best subjects were always math, then of course physical education, so sports, and also English. And I think my worst subject was, I think, German. And that is mainly down to the reason that it actually doesn't matter too much if you know the language well, if you know the spelling, if you know the grammar and stuff like that. But in the later kind of classes in German, it of course depends more on how you can analyze texts and stuff like that, and that's kind of something that actually is pretty ridiculous. So a lot of people in my class weren't even able to write a single page in German without any spelling or grammar mistakes, and I probably was the best at grammar and spelling in my class. But anyways, it was more important that you could interpret poems and some shit like that, so that is kind of ridiculous. So my German marks always were pretty low, and I also didn't care too much about the subject. To be honest, by the way, I didn't learn too much for school at all because I just didn't care, and it worked out anyways. So the final topic you guys wanted me to talk about in this video is actually Germany versus the Netherlands. And I'm assuming that is of course related to football, and I actually don't follow the Dutch league too well, and that is probably a bit of a shame. But I just can't follow it here, to be honest. My internet connection is too poor to watch live streams, and second of all, the Dutch league isn't really shown on TV, so I can't really follow the league, but just basically look at the stats and the table and stuff like that. So I can actually watch gameplay from that league. But I think whenever I watch a game with the Dutch team in it, or even the Dutch national team, I think they play very attractive football. I think they have a great youth system, probably one of the best in the world. Of course, with Ajax Amsterdam starting that all, they were, of course, kind of the starters of the whole youth system, stuff like that. And now Barcelona and all kind of other clubs try to copy that, and of course Barcelona has copied that in a way. So I think props to them for doing that. And of course, German football has changed its youth system kind of drastically throughout the last couple of years, and now we have some great young talents like the Dutch league and the Dutch nation as well. So I think we kind of copied them as well, and that is pretty good and to our benefit, so props to them. Other than that, I can't say too much about the Netherlands. Have been there only a couple of times, so I couldn't really tell you anything too interesting about the nation itself. So now we are already at the end of this episode, guys. As you can see in the top right hand corner, just under 650,000 coins. Couldn't reach that 650,000 coin mark, which I wanted to, because I couldn't sell Paulinho as early as I wanted to, because the A servers were down. What a shame. Anyways, I think 647,000 coins are pretty good as well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, even though the commentary was pretty bad. I have to admit that. So thanks for watching this episode, guys. If you could drop a like rating on it, that would be awesome. Other than that, thanks a lot for watching, and I will talk to you later.